So, I've always had this idea for an Avatar video game, and I know this will never happen because of multiple reasons. One, the Avatar and Legend of Korra games are pretty terrible. Two, the last, Square Enix didn't exactly do the best. Well, not Square Enix. What was it? I can't remember the company, but whatever. Well, actually, let's talk about the real issue why. Because I doubt Nickelodeon will ever do another Avatar video game or Legend of Korra game because, well, yeah, they just don't care anymore. They just literally do not care about Legend of Korra or Avatar for that matter. So I doubt we'll ever get a video game. And since both shows are over, and the only the only stuff we have with them are in the Avatar and Legend of Korra comics. That's pretty much where our only outlet for those kind of elements are. Really, that's about it. So, with that being said, I always had this. Let's just make a hypothetical scenario where the Avatar, another Avatar game was coming out, and here's what I'd do. This is all just hypothetical, just one big what if scenario. That is literally all this is, and I just thought I'd talk about it because I think it would be kind of a fun idea. So the idea is that this Avatar game that I would make is the story is that it's set after Book 4. In Korra and Asami, they've just gotten back from their trip to the spirit world, and Korra has decided she wants to get in touch with her Avatar spirits again, and the reason why is because during their trip, their vacation in the spirit world, she actually is like feeling sick. She feels weak, like she's being attacked, but she doesn't know where. It turns out that a spirit that can control time has decided the Avatar's useless, you're no longer needed, and I'm going to attack you not here because you're pretty strong. I ain't going to do that. I'm going to attack you in your timeline. I'm going to attack you in all your past lives. So what the spirit does is it launches an attack, but another spirit, I don't know, I don't really give these characters, I haven't really given much thought on the characters' names, but another spirit has, Rava, I guess you could say that's Rava. Rava has sent this emergency signal all throughout the Avatar's past life, but luckily it hasn't gone so far back, all the way back to Wan. It's only gotten far as Kyoshi. So what the game would be, it's kind of like if you've ever played at Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, where you can play as Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2099, Noir Spider-Man, and Ultimate Spider-Man. In this game, you could play as Korra, Aang, Roku, and Kyoshi, and it's different points in, each level is a different avatar. That's how I would kind of play it out, is that with Korra, you could fight in Republic City. With Aang, you can have him, maybe have it that, at this point in Aang's life, this is after the Fire Nation. This is after, the end of the 100-Year War, and he's helping Aang, and he's basically helping Zuko, with the help with the Fire Nation, he's helping rebuild the Fire Nation and make it into something great, as well as, the foundation of what will make Republic City. And for Roku, I would have it that it's towards the end of Roku's life, and he's not really doing so well with Sozin, but this new element is forcing him to go back to the Fire Nation, and this explains his how he this kind of explains of where that went really sour between him and Sozin, but he still has to protect the Fire Nation because that's where the evil's growing. And for Kyoshi, I would have it for her, this is in her time in Ba Sing Se, because according to, there was an Avatar game that was set in between Season 1 and Season 2, where Kyoshi revealed to Aang that she helped create the Dai Li. She helped organize the Dai Li. So what I would do for that one is that this is early Ba Sing Se, and Kyoshi's there, and forming the Dai Li when all this shit's going down. So for each character, I would have it that, they would be able to bend the four elements, but they would have big primary bending skills. Of course, a lot of Korra's abilities would come from water, Aang's would be from air, Roku's would be from fire, and Kyoshi's, her main weapons would be earth, but she could, each avatar could use their own, each of the four elements. That's what I was trying to get at. Ugh. Can't talk today. So that's what I kind of thought of. The story would be is that these 4 avatars throughout each of their lifetimes are trying to stop this dark spirit from killing the avatar cycle in all points of time, and trying to unite. I wouldn't have them together. I don't know if at the end of the game, like, I would have them all together in one scene. Maybe at least Aang and Korra. If I could ever make if I were ever to make this game, I would at least have Aang and Korra meet. And I don't know if Kyoshi and Roku would be there, but yeah, I would have it that the spirit's already attacking these multiple lifetimes, and some of them are actually being erased. Like, some of them are actually being erased. And how are you supposed to fight a being that can control time? Really, like, how do you fucking fight that? So yeah, I would kind of take a lot of elements from Shattered Dimensions, but yeah, this I just thought it would be a fun idea. I know this will never happen. This will never happen in 1,000 years because of Nickelodeon and their disdain for Legend of Korra now, as well as, you know, the games haven't exactly been all up to par. But I just thought I'd talk about this because I thought it would just be a fun idea. The execution may be totally off, but it's just this is all hypothetical shit. So you guys tell me, what do you guys think of this Avatar video game idea? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? And what if you could make your own Avatar or Legend of Korra game? What kind of game mechanics and what kind of story would you do with that game, with that imaginary game? Really curious to see what you guys have to say about all this. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this vid. And I will see you guys later.